It's literally a big game, and they play for an axe, that annual contest to see which of these Bay Area schools will reign supreme. And after today, only one will be standing tall like a tree or chopping away at one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Golden Bears will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. They climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
Man, there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
They'll give it to Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Yeah, and I tell you what, this offense isn't all about the pass, right? Like, they're the top 10 in passing in college football, and I think they get all the shine. I love when you come out in a football game and create balance. I like running the football to complement this great passing attack.
Can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Brown wants to pass. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Got his man on the right, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Brown will throw it. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. A really nice job methodically dropping. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for it.
Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to swing it on second down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
That's now the second missed field goal for this guy. You have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. There's always one thing sure to get the juices flowing for the Cardinal and the sturdy Golden Bears, and that's anything to do with the axe, guys.
Yeah, and the trophy games are fun. It's not a real axe, by the way. It's kind of a trophy with an axe on it. But this means something to them. It means something to the fans. All the pranks, all the history behind it all.
Yeah, it's really actually more of a plaque, which is interesting. But regardless, it doesn't matter what the records are between these two teams. Stanford and Cal, it comes down to this game. This is bragging rights, not just today, but for the rest of the year.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This rivalry dates back to 1892, a mere 90 years before perhaps the most memorable play in college football history as Cal ran through the band on the field.
And that's a play they'll be talking about for another 250 years, no doubt. It's sort of synonymous with this rivalry between Cal and Stanford. And you never know. You never know any given year there's going to be a play that's just going to jump out at you, Dave, and something you'll hold on to.
And I think one of the cool nuggets about this series, the big game in 1982, the band running on the field, the one y'all referenced, every year whoever has the Axe Trophy, they change the score of that game. That's how petty this rivalry is. We just change history, change scores. I love it.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Plugs it out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Stanford wants to push the pace. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's in open space downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Steps away. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Brown will throw it. Into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start this 2nd half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the give off the left side. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Williams. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Takes the handoff. It's Ford. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And, man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Brown wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're going to run it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The give to the tailback. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cardinal. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. The 30. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Trying to impose their will with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Slams it ahead. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by 3. You know a field goal is going to tie it, but this is a golden opportunity here, David, to take the lead. I think I'm going for the touchdown.
Green light. I'm going for it. Second half, man, I can take the lead right here. I like my chances, and even if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Steps away to find some room. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distances. That 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, and they get to it. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. After the game, it is Stanford who will hold on to the axe and guard it securely on the farm until these two meet again next year. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.